Fox, we know how devastated you are that Whitney gave the baby up for adoption.
We know how frustrating it is that you can't get a straight answer out of Whitney. But smashing your fist into a wall, Fox, is not going to solve anything.
Well, I had to hit something. I'd never hit Whitney, so...
Of course not.
I just wish I could understand why she gave my child up for adoption, you know? All she'd tell me was this stupid excuse about not wanting to be a single parent, which doesn't make any sense to me. I asked her to marry me.
It makes sense if you know that her brother Chad is the baby's father, not you.
And I'm not buying this whole thing that she's so disillusioned about marriage that she'd give away our own child. She wouldn't even look at him.
She was afraid she'd take one look and fall in love with that baby, when she'd already decided to give him up.
Now Chad's adopted him. My son. You know, there's something weird going on here. I know that much. I just wish she'd tell me the truth.
I can't believe how long I've been down here listening to the baby cry. Why can't Chad stop him from crying? I mean, he is the baby's father, for God's sakes. Why can't he figure out what's wrong with him?
Come on now, little guy. Give your new daddy a break. I fed you, I changed you, and you're still unhappy? Uh-huh. What is it? What is it? Shh. Oh. Hey, it's Chad Harris. I need to speak to a doctor. Shh. That's my baby. I think something's really wrong with him. Need some help. Shh.
You know very well that you sent that email to the tabloids. You are the reason that Ethan is no longer the Crane heir. You know, you ruined his life, and yet you can still stand here and think that he loves you.
He does love me.
Oh my God, he does not love you, Teresa. Ethan, tell her.
I have told her.
And I've told you that I didn't send that file to the tabloid. I swear to you I didn't.
Then who did, Teresa? A file that was on your laptop, a file that you put together saying that Ethan wasn't Julian Crane's son. Who sent it, Teresa?
I don't know, Ivy.
Mother, you know what? It doesn't even matter now.
It doesn't matter. Your life was turned upside down by this little tramp. You admit that you knew about Ethan's birth, and yet what, you didn't tell anybody about it until it was leaked to the tabloids? Okay, you know as well as I do that we tipped off the tabloids, not Teresa. Shh. Right, nobody else has to know that. Why did you keep it such a big secret, Teresa?
Because I never wanted your affair with Sam to come out, Ivy. I was trying to protect Ethan by keeping it quiet.
You were trying to protect him by leaking information to the tabloids?
I didn't do it. You know, if you want to punish someone for ruining Ethan's life, then why don't you find the person who did this? Take your revenge out on them and not me.
How can Sheridan be right? The DNA test proved that Beth is Marty's mother, not her. Well, Ma, what are y'all doing up at this hour?
Oh, well, first, yeah, Jane woke up, and then little Ethan woke up. And then I was up, and of course, we couldn't get back to sleep, so we just came out for some fresh air.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Antonio and I were kids. We'd wake up, and Teresa and Miguel would wake up, and they'd say, all right, everyone's going for a walk, get dressed. You never cared what time it was.
Yeah, well, the fresh air works every time. Look at her. What are you doing here alone, mijo?
Ah, Sam just left. We were, talking about Sheridan.
Is there a problem?
Not a new one. Unless Sheridan stops thinking that Marty is her son, I don't know if we're ever going to be happy again. You know, she's obsessed with this idea that Beth stole her baby.
You do understand, Beth, that Sheridan can never find out that you're my daughter.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
If she and I are half-sisters, that would explain why my DNA was close enough to match Marty's.
That's right. Because if she did find out, she would demand another DNA test, and this time it would prove that she's Marty's mother and you're not.
That can't happen. I can't lose Marty. I can't lose the chance to be with Luis.
Now, that's exactly why we have to keep this secret. Only 3 people in the world who know it. You, me, and your mother.
There's got to be a way to prove it. Because I know that it's true. I know that Marty is my son. And the only way that the DNA test could prove that Beth is Marty's mother is if Beth is my sister. That's got to be it. Beth must be my sister.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Look, Teresa is just talking about this stupid file because she wants to avoid the really important subject here, which is dropping the charges against Gwen.
I didn't bring up the file, Rebecca. Ethan did. And then Ivy went crazy about it.
She's just trying to manipulate the situation like she manipulates everything.
I'm not manipulating. That's insane.
What is insane is your demand that I divorce Ethan. I'm not gonna divorce him. He told me he wouldn't even let me if I wanted to.
Well, then I am never going to drop the charges against you, Gwen. So you can spend the rest of your life in jail.
So you really are convinced that Sheridan's wrong about Beth, huh?
Well, the DNA test was concrete proof that Beth is Marty's mother.
Well, poor Sheridan. She just needs a baby of her own to love, mijo. You know, she's had a tough time getting over losing the baby she had while she was kidnapped.
Yeah, well, she's so obsessed with little Marty, she can't even think about having a baby. She didn't even want to talk to me. She told me to leave the house so she could think.
Well, I am sure that by now she's had plenty of time to think. Why don't you go to her, okay? Tell her you love her, that you support her no matter what.
Well, I don't want to lie to her. No, telling her that I support her means that she could be right about Marty.
You don't have to lie to her, mijo. Just tell her you love her. You will work this out. You always do.
Yeah. No, you're right. I just hope she's used this time to come to her senses.
And we all agree it's vitally important to keep this secret.
Yeah. Damn, Sheridan. I mean, I finally find out I'm a crane, and I don't even get to enjoy it because of her.
Hey, how do you think I feel? I could have been living high on the hog all these years.
You know, just be glad that you remember doing it with Alistair all those years ago before he and I, well, went too far. Anyway, we should go.
Hey, Alistair, you know, I could stay and keep you company if you wanted.
What?
Oh, I know how you are when you get all worked up. Honey, I could stay. Stick around, relieve the tension. What do you say?
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm as serious as a rash, honey. Come on, Big Al. We could experience Nirvana all over again. Just like that decadent disco night when we can see
I mean, that's got to be it. My father had so many affairs with so many different women that Beth must be a product of one of them. That explains the DNA test results.
Hey. It's all right if I come in now?
Yes, please, Louise, come in. I'm so excited. I have something so important to tell you.
Oh, hold on. Just before you do, I want to tell you something first, okay? I love you so much. You're the most important thing in the world to me, and I want to be supportive of you, okay?
Look, okay, is that all? Because I love you too, and I have something really important to tell you.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, I figured out why the DNA test shows that Beth is Marty's mother.
Because Beth is Marty's mother.
No. See, that's just it. It only seems that way because Beth is my sister.
Beth is your sister?
Yes. I went online and I did research on DNA test results. And the only way that Marty and Beth would have common DNA is if she is my sister.
Sharon, I don't know what you found, okay? But the DNA matches because Beth is Marty's mother.
No. See, that's my point. Because I know that Marty is my son, and I needed to do some research to see why these DNA tests were saying otherwise. I mean, you really should take a look at some of these sites. This is pretty fascinating stuff.
I'm sure it is.
If the lab technician only looked at Beth's DNA next to Marty's, yeah, it would show that she was his mother. But if they were to look at my DNA next to Marty's, it would prove that I am his mother. And since Beth and I are sisters, we would have common DNA. So that's why the test was misinterpreted. Oh, what?
Sheridan, you're making it harder and harder for me to be supportive of you.
Lily, let's go.
No. I'm not going anywhere till we come to an understanding.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You want us to keep quiet about Beth being your daughter, right? You don't want Sheridan to find out, right? Well, okay, I'm willing. For a price.
Price? What do you want, old woman?
I'm telling you, old man. If you don't want me blabbing to the tabloids about Beth here, you'd better start writing some checks, and I'm talking back child support checks, Al.
So you come back and see me in a week, we'll take the stitches out. Meanwhile, don't hit any more walls.
Well, I don't plan on it, but it would help if Whitney would tell me why she gave away our son for adoption. Do you two know something here that you're not telling me? Huh? Do you know what Whitney's hiding from me?
Okay, little man. The doctor said all you need is this medicine from the drugstore. I mean, it's not even prescription, so it can't be that bad, right? Right? Okay, let's get you bundled up so we can go to the 24-hour drugstore. Whitney, I knew you'd come. I knew you couldn't stay away from your baby.
You are my passion for life.
But what is this, huh? Do you two know what Whitney's hiding from me?
Fox, Whitney, she seemed to have her own reasons for giving the baby up for adoption, and and Chad is the father now, so you're going to have to move on.
I'm gonna have to move on? You want me to move on and forget that I have a child? Is that what are you gonna take his side every chance you get?
Fox, he's just trying to get you to accept that the adoption was legal.
No, well, that's where you're wrong. The adoption wasn't legal. I didn't give him my permission for anything.
Fox, you signed the power of attorney. You gave Whitney the right to do whatever she wanted regarding the baby.
I didn't know how she was gonna use the power of attorney. I had no idea. Now listen, I'm not giving up on getting my son back. One way or another, I will get him back.
I'm so glad you're here. Well, here he is. Hold your baby.
No. Hey, that's not why I'm here.
Okay. So what are you doing here?
Well, I was just concerned because I can hear the baby crying halfway down the street. What's the problem? What's wrong? I mean, he is your baby now. Can't you take care of him or what?
Yeah, I could take care of him. The doctor just said he needs some of this medicine from the drugstore, and I was on my way there.
Then go.
The doctor just thinks it's colic. Okay, nothing serious. Hey, you know what? Can you, watch him while I go to the drugstore? Thanks. Great. You know, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Wait, no, Chad, wait a second. Sorry, baby, I can't help you. I can't.
Look, you two, just stop it, all right?
Tell her to stop threatening me.
It's not a threat, Gwen. It's a promise.
Teresa! You're pushing me way too far. If you don't drop the charges against Gwen, I will take you to court. I will sue for custody of Jane.
No, you won't. It's not in you to be that cruel, to take my child away from me.
I don't want my daughter being raised by someone that could be as cruel as to take my wife and throw her behind bars for the rest of her
Gwen
life.
tried to kill me, Ethan. Remember, I was paralyzed. She kidnapped our daughter.
Teresa?
You remember?
Yes, I do, and you're alive and well right now, and you have your baby. You have a chance to have your baby with no fear of anyone taking her away. Just drop the charges.
No. I have faith in our love, Ethan.
Teresa, tell me you're gonna drop the charges against her before it's too late. You tell me that.
You're not gonna hurt me. I know you won't.
You heard me, Alistair. There's a price for my silence.
Are you trying to blackmail me? Because no one blackmails Alistair Crane.
Blackmail? No. I'm just trying to encourage you. You know, to do your duty to your daughter here, because I deserve compensation for raising this hellcat. She's been like a wild goat with all her meanness. Oh, yeah, you have.
All right. I will see that you get financial compensation.
Good. When do I get the money?
Soon.
No. No, Alistair, no, honey. You are not going to be slithering out of this one. You know what? I just bet the Daily Private Lives would be paying a lot of money for this story. Don't you think?
How is Beth your sister?
Not again. Not again.
Sheridan, look, I want to believe you on this, okay? I do, but how? Did Catherine give birth to Beth? Or did Alistair have an affair with Mrs. Wallace? You know, because that's kind of a stretch, because I really don't think that Edna is Alistair's type. I'm sorry, please. Don't cry, okay? Look, you know that I want to be supportive of you, and I really do want to believe you on this. I just can't.
I know, it's not that.
All right, what is it then? Why are you crying?
Because I really must be crazy. I mean, for me to think that Beth is my sister, I must be losing my mind.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yes, everything is fine. It's just Jane woke up, and then little Ethan woke up, and then I was awake, and none of us could go back to sleep, so I took him out for a walk. Just like I used to do with you and your brothers when you were little, remember?
Yes. I remember. Thank you.
Teresa, you okay? Mija, you seem down.
Well, you know, I went to the Blue Note with Whitney, and I ran into Ivy, Gwen, and Rebecca.
Oh. What did those witches try to do now?
Well, they immediately started attacking me.
Attacking you?
Yeah, they want me to drop the charges against Gwen.
Really? Well, did they give you a good reason for that?
Ethan said that if I don't,
He's gonna sue for custody of Jane.
No, not Ethan.
He said that he doesn't want his child to be raised by a mother as cruel as me.
You said that you were cruel? I don't believe that.
That's what he said.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Absolutely nothing. Gwen and Rebecca think that Ethan's gonna take me to court. But he's not. He loves me, Mama. And he's never gonna take Jane away from me, no matter what.
Honey, I'll just see you upstairs, okay?
Okay, I'll be up soon.
You really look whipped, Ethan.
I feel whipped, Mother. I feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. Because I love Gwen. And I know you don't want to hear it, but I love Teresa, and I love my little girl, too. And I think Teresa's right. When push comes to shove, I don't know how I'm going to take Jane away from her.
Well, you have to, Ethan. You just have to.
Hello, information. Edna here. Looking for the number for the tabloid Daily
All
Private
right,
Eye.
all right. I'll write you a check.
Holy shamoly.
I hope that's sufficient to ensure your silence.
No, honey. For now, it's sufficient to make me bark like a dog, if that's what you want.
No, thank you. All I want to be is alone.
Okay. Mother, let's go. I'll see you later. Good night, Father.
Good night, daughter. What might have been.
But what's wrong with me, Luis? I keep coming up with these outlandish ideas to support my crazy beliefs. But for me to actually think that Beth could be my sister.
It's understandable, sweetheart. You want Marty to be your son. And you want it so badly, you're trying to think of ways to make it true.
But I am crazy. I am.
No, you are not crazy. Okay, maybe a little crazy. I mean, to think that Alistair would sleep with Mrs. Wallace. Can you picture that?
No. No, I can't. Not unless she was really pretty all those years ago.
Well, think about it. You know, if Beth was Alistair's daughter, don't you think that Mrs. Wallace would have sued him for child support? You know, those two have been struggling ever since I can remember.
You're right. You're always right.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I've made this so hard on you. I'm so sorry for all the horrible things that I said. I know that you love me, and I know that I can trust you. Please don't ever leave me. I love you so much.
I love you too. And don't you worry, okay? I'll never leave you.
Teresa, what if you're wrong about Ethan? What if he does sue you for custody of Jane?
He won't, Mama.
But what if he does? You have no money to fight him in court.
You know what? It's not gonna come to that. Because Ethan would never do anything to hurt me.
Really? He chose to stay married to Gwen. Do you really think he's going to just sit by and do nothing while his wife is being sent to prison?
You know what, Mama? He's not gonna have a choice because I'm not gonna drop those charges against Gwen.
And you really think that you and Ethan have a future together?
I do.
How? Please tell me how. Do you really think he's going to turn to you if you sent his wife to prison?
I do believe that, Mama.
Oh, my God. How? Please, for heaven's sake, you explain to me how you think that. He is going to hate you if you send Gwen to prison.
I don't think so. Look, tonight when I was at the Blue Note, Ivy and Ethan brought up that file again. One that was sent from my computer to the press that exposed Ethan as Ivy and Sam's son.
I remember that, yes. He blamed you for exposing Ivy's secret and ruining his life.
Yeah. It changed everything. And he still blames me for that. I don't know why he would think that I would ever want to hurt him that way.
What does that file have to do with you and Ethan being together someday?
Well, I just realized, Mama, that it's the key to getting Ethan back. It's the key to my happiness.
Gwen, why don't you relax? Look, take a bubble bath. Make yourself beautiful for your husband.
I can't relax with everything still up in the air like this. I don't know what Ethan's gonna do.
Look, Ivy is gonna convince him to take Teresa to court. She's gonna make him see that he has to take Jane away from the Taco Queen.
Yeah, but what if Teresa figures out that we were the ones who sent the email to the press? Ethan is gonna hate me.
Mother, how can I take Teresa's daughter away from her?
Because she is your daughter too, Ethan, remember? Please, you cannot take Teresa's side over Gwen in this. Gwen has been a wonderful wife to you. She's loving and caring. She's honest.
I know. And I have honored my vows.
Well, I hope you continue to honor your vows. Look, Ethan, I know you say you love Teresa. But do you think you could love someone who would make you ignore your conscience and leave your wife? Do you really think that would make you happy?
I have told Gwen that I'm not going to leave her. Of course, that's not good enough for Rebecca. My word is not good enough for her. She wants Teresa off the planet.
Well, yes, Rebecca hates Teresa. And so she's nagging you to punish her because she wants revenge. But Ethan, darling, I just want you to be happy.
I know that. And I thank you for that.
But I know you, Ethan. And you're only happy when you're doing the right thing. Teresa had her chance to drop the charges against Gwen. She didn't. Is that the kind of person you want to spend the rest of your life with? Someone who can't forgive? A vindictive, malicious woman who wants to end your marriage? A woman who wants what she wants and to hell with how she gets it? Is Teresa the kind of role model you want for Jane? Do the right thing, Ethan. Take Teresa to court and get custody of Jane. It is the right thing for you, for your wife, and especially for your daughter.
No longer I can take this, Julian. And Whitney refusing to take care of her own beautiful baby. Why couldn't I just get through to her?
You tried. I want you to listen to me. For now, let's try and forget about everything but us. If just for a while.
Julian, what have you done?
Come. Tonight, I want us to remember the one thing in our lives that's right. Our love.
Oh, Julian. Thank you. Thank you for being so wonderful.
Whoa, what the hell are you doing here? Where's my son?
Well, my son's at home.
He's at, what'd you do, leave him alone, Chad?
Of course not. There's someone watching him. I just needed to stop by the drugstore.
Drugstore for what, huh? What, you've been with him for a couple hours, he's already sick, is that it?
Come on, Jack. Come on. God, you poor little thing.
Okay, maybe there's a toy around here to make you feel better. Rico, is that better? Rico. I'm sorry. Your daddy will be back soon with your medicine, okay? It's okay. It's okay. See there? You're okay. All right. Okay. Okay, this is what you want, I guess. All righty, come on. It's okay. That's better, huh? Now you sound like a happy baby. It's okay. It's okay. You a happy baby? Oh my God. Look at you. So perfect. It's okay. It's okay. God, you're beautiful. It's okay.
What a shame. We could have had a good time. Beth.
She's your daughter, you sick creep.
Yes. She is. Just don't forget what I said. Sheridan can never find out that you were my daughter. Because if she does find out, you'll lose Marty, and you'll never have a chance to be with Luis.
I'm just so afraid that I'm gonna drive you away with these crazy ideas of mine.
Hey. That will never happen. You're the most important person in the world to me.
And you are to me. I don't know what I would ever do if I lost you.
You're not gonna lose me. Never.
What are we gonna do if Teresa finds out? She's gonna make us pay for sending that email.
Honey, don't worry about it. All right? Teresa's gonna be too busy to play detective. She's gonna have to spend all her time trying to find a lawyer that will work for free when she has to fight for Jane.
You really think we don't have to worry?
Honey, I am sure of it. Look, and even if Teresa tried, there is no way she can prove that you and I sent that email.
I really hope you're right.
So, how is this email the key to your happiness with Ethan?
Okay, Mama. When that file came out, and Ethan thought that it was me who sent the file, Ethan broke up with me. All our trouble started that night. So I feel like if I can find the person who sent that email and I can show it to Ethan and tell him that I wasn't the one who tried to hurt him, he'll realize it wasn't me, and he will realize that we belong together.
And how are you going to find out who sent the email? That is, you tried it once before and you got nowhere.
I'm just gonna keep trying, Mama. I'm not gonna stop until I find the person who did this. And once I can prove it to Ethan, he will come back to me.
Ethan, honey, you cannot let Teresa turn your life upside down again. You have to choose Gwen this time. You need to save your daughter and stay with Gwen and be a family with Jane.
You're right. Mother, you are right. I mean, this is the most difficult thing I've ever had to do, but I need to choose Gwen and my marriage over Teresa. It's the only way I know how to keep my life from falling apart, and the only way to keep Gwen's from being torn apart again.
I knew you would do the right thing, Ethan. So you're going to fight for Jane?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go after Teresa with everything I got.
Are you a bit better now?
Much better.
Does this remind you of anything?
Well, this is a song that I used to sing. And this is the way we used to dance to it back in the day.
We're back there right now, Eve. There's nothing else for us to think about. Nothing and no one to worry about.
I didn't allow my son to get sick. It just happened.
Really? Just happened? What happened? Chad, what's wrong with him?
He has colic. Okay, the doctor said it wasn't unusual for his age, but this medicine will fix him right up.
Well, how the hell do I know that, huh? You don't know the first thing about raising children.
Oh, and you do.
I know that I'm his dad and I should be there.
Look, I want to tell you this one more time, Fox. I adopted him legally. So I'll tell you what, forget it, okay? He's not your son anymore.
You know what, the hell with that? I'm gonna go see him right now.
Oh, no, you're not.
Look at you. Look at how beautiful you are. So perfect. Oh my God. Oh my God, what have I done? It's okay. It's all right. Okay.
It's true. Marty is my son. He's not Beth's.
No, I'm not dreaming. Beth and her mother were here with Alistair. But why?
You deserve to die, Chad. Good riddance.